All right. We should be live. Let me share the live stream real quick in the premiere chat from like a minute or so ago. How do I do that? I am blonde, so give me a sec. Okay, so this should have gone way quicker, way better, and I'm a dummy, so y'all have to just simply forgive me, alright? So, now that that's done, and y'all have seen like 4 or 5 minutes of my intro screen, hi, welcome, hello. Nice to meet all y'all. And yeah, I think we should be good to go. Let me just make sure that all the other stuff is correct. That looks good. Good enough by me. Let me just grab Twitch next to it, because I constantly forget to grab Twitch. Alright, so, yeah. It's been 6 years of me uploading videos on YouTube. I had no idea. Well, I did. I had no idea up front that I would be uploading for this long and that everything would go this well, in all honesty. Yeah. I just started uploading in March of 2020, right before COVID became a thing. Like, COVID wasn't even really a thing here. We didn't even have a lockdown yet on the day that I uploaded. And it took about a week before I, like, since starting that first script and uploading that very first video, that took about a week for me. I had no idea that my videos would be very helpful to a lot of people who were stuck at home during COVID. But yeah, I mean, I watched Outlander, loved the show, and it made me want to look into that Craig-na-Dun stone circle that they show on the TV show, and couldn't find it. And then I figured out, oh, it doesn't exist. It's a fake one, only made for that show. And then I figured out that it was made after a stone circle that actually does exist in Scotland, on the Isle of Lewis and Harris, and those were the standing stones of Callanish. So I started writing a script after I found an archaeological survey, and that's how my channel started. But it's not fully, completely what you see when you look at my... Oh, wow. I'm doing so well, guys. Look at this. Okay, this is better. You don't see that on my channel here. When you go back to like the oldest videos, you don't see that Callanish stone circle video, like the first one I made. The reason for that is the audio of that video is beyond horrendous. It's so bad. It's one of the worst things I've ever put out. So I was like, hell no. Also, hi Victor, Hesk, and Dustin Ziegler on the TikToks, and the Dr. AI on the Twitch, and everyone, of course, on YouTube. But I mean, the YouTube chat is something that I see and that I can respond to quickly. The others are a little bit more difficult. But I'm trying, okay? I'm trying. But okay. So when you go on my channel, you look at like the oldest videos that I've dropped. The very oldest is 17 years ago, when I was a 17-year-old girl from a practice session back when I still sang. And yeah, we don't do that anymore, and that's fine. It's really not for me. It's better if I don't, probably. And then we have another video of like a cover song that I did. Well, again, doesn't matter. It's 9 years ago. Really not important. None of those. And then we go into the good stuff. And the very second video, because Callanish is no longer... I mean, it doesn't exist anymore. I privatized it. I can still see it, but it's not there for you. So yeah. And yes, of course, keep up the counterpunch. So that was the podcast I was invited to as a guest. I think we filmed like 2 weeks ago and it came out last Friday. It was really fun. But yeah, I started doing my history videos, and I started out by looking at ancient structures because I had studied architecture for a while, like construction architecture for a while, and I've always loved history and thus ancient structures. So I combined that, started looking at ancient structures, Newgrange, um, Carrowmore Megalithic Cemetery, Wayland Smithy, Bryn Cehidi, Skara Brae, the Dutch Dolmen, Stonehenge, and the entire surrounding landscape, not just the Stonehenge, because, that's just a little bit. People say that I haven't changed a bit since my first videos, and I'm like, well, I don't think you were there in the very, very beginning because I was about 10 kilos heavier. My hair was a lot shorter and super white blonde. I looked quite vastly different, if I'm honest. Like, I have changed quite a bit when you look at like the thumbnails from my more recent videos compared to the old videos. Let me just grab my own channel here. Again, history with Kaden. That's me. That's me. And then we go into it, and then you go to like... So here we have the thumbnails of how I look now. And here you have the thumbnails of how I looked when I started. There is a little bit of a difference there. I'm sorry. Like, I'm just saying. Like, there is a little bit of a difference. Quite a bit of a difference, honestly. I've embraced my natural hair color quite a bit more. I mean, I have dyed it a little bit blonder with like some highlights over the years still. I'll probably always do that because I'm a weirdo and I really like being blonde, even though I'm strawberry blonde and it's darker and... But yeah, this is me now. This is me 6 years ago. Like I said, 10 kilos heavier, my face is a lot rounder. A lot rounder. It's fine. It's fine. Things happened. So like I said, I first started at looking like making videos on ancient structures, and I loved doing that. Like, I really, really loved doing that. Does it get enough views? No, not really, but I enjoyed doing my thing. And then a friend of mine was like, why don't you debunk stuff? And I was like, huh, what do you mean, debunk stuff? And he's like, yeah, all these weird theories and weird stuff that I see online, why don't you make a video on how idiotic that is? And so I looked into one of the biggest ones, and that was the pyramid in Antarctica. And that was my first fact or fiction video. And that's how the entire fact or fiction playlist got started. And a week later, there was a big discovery of mummies and sarcophagi in Egypt. And I covered that. And then a week later again. That was awesome. And that's how the New Discoveries playlist started. So, I mean, it started with just ancient structures, and this is the point, like, this is only within 4 or 5 months after starting the channel. I already started 2 new playlists, like, out of the blue. And I enjoyed that so much. So... It started getting its own life in a way over the months of like that first year. So here we have Samhain rituals that was uploaded on Halloween 2020. So if you look at here is where I started. This is a week or 2 after March 18th. You can still see my cat on my lap. Look at the baby. Look at the baby. She's 11 now. Oh, that's weird. She's 11 now. She was 5 when I started this channel. Okay, that's a mindfuck. Seriously, and here again, she's on my lap. Oh no, that's her daddy, I think. That's Mosi. Mosi no longer is alive, unfortunately. But, this is so weird to see myself from many years ago, many kilos heavier, and my eyebrows look so different, and everything is just different. It's weird looking at yourself from like so many years ago, and I was very uncomfortable on camera, especially in that first year and a half. I wanted to be perfect on camera. And the problem when you do that is you look really effing rigid. And you don't want to look rigid. So, yeah, no. Mm-mm. And I looked rigid for a very, very long time. Also, in the beginning, I didn't have a teleprompter app because the tablet that I was using all the way in the beginning didn't have the option for a teleprompter app. So I had the entire script on like a notepad, and then I would have to like say sentence for sentence, like read the sentence and then say the sentence in the camera. And I would mess up like 50 times. So a 20-minute video took me about 3.5, almost 4 hours to just film. It took so long. I messed up so bad. It was terrible. And then I bought this tablet. It was like $80, not even that expensive. And this one, I was able to like put a teleprompter app on. And so I've been using this teleprompter app since I think late 2021 or early 2022. So about 4.5 years maybe now. Oh, I was terrible in the beginning. Like, honestly, I look at my old videos and I'm like, ugh, Hanny, your coloring, your lighting, everything looks so bad. Yeah, we've come a long way, people. We've really, no, we've come a long way. Let's just say it like that. I looked into some newer stuff because it was in the Netherlands, like some more younger history. It's not really my thing. I prefer Stone Age history, and I will cover Machu Picchu in a deep dive in a few weeks. I'm working on it. I'm working on it, people. I'm trying. I'm really trying. But yeah, that's younger. But when you look at where they were in their timeline and evolution, and how their tool industry progressed and everything, it fits into what I normally cover. So yes, it may be younger, but if we had interfered like 100 or 200 or 500 years later, like if we hadn't interfered yet, it would have been very different. So, are you worried about AI and YouTube channels that use them? Yes, I have been worried about AI for a few years now. And when I look at what AI is able to do now compared to like 1 or 2 or even 3 years ago, AI is currently often indistinguishable from real stuff. And AI scripts are not fact-checked, and people can make an AI history channel here on YouTube, throw a whole script written by AI through a voice thing from AI, so that generates a voice for it in a documentary style, and then they use AI to create visuals, and they can like churn out 4, 5, 6 videos a day of like between 30 minutes and 3 hours in length. And I don't know how to compete with that. Plus, it's complete slop. It's garbage. It's not peer-reviewed. It's not even good science. It's not scientific in any way, shape, or form. It's filled with misinformation. But they make a lot of views. Yeah, a lot of views. There's this channel that gets like 40 million views for every single video it uploads. And it's all AI garbage. And it doesn't even get like spoken language. It's all AI garbage of like these weird AI generated video images of like ape-like creatures fighting giant snakes and giant lizards and weird stuff like that. No talking, and then suddenly one of those ape-like creatures gets pregnant out of the blue, even though 5 seconds ago it was a boy, and now it's suddenly a pregnant woman, and it's giving birth, and it's just... Why are people watching this? 40 million views! And the amount of money that generates, because that video is like an hour long. It's the... Oh. Okay, so, yes, sorry. Whole tangent on AI and garbage and slop. Whew. So yeah, I'm just an ugly girl from the Netherlands who decided to upload videos and talk about history. And then people think I'm an academic, or they start to attack me, or for what? I'm just me. I'm just a weirdo from Holland. I like doing my videos. Sorry. I just want to talk about the stuff I'm intrigued by. And that's all of this. Like, it started with ancient structures, and then I started debunking, and the Fact or Fiction playlist started. Then we started doing new discoveries. And I love the channel as it is. I started Ancient Queens with my first Hatshepsut video. So glad I remade that, because, oh my gosh, that video. I looked horrible. I looked horrible in all the first videos. Like, ugh. Can't believe I uploaded that. I had some guts for an ugly girl back then. But okay. So, I might want to do a new video on the Voynich manuscript, but at the same time, it's not really Stone Age. I made a video. Should I remake it? I don't think so. One of my personal favorite videos, however, is The Great Ziggurat of Ur. And thankfully, over the 4 years that it has been up, almost 5 years now, that it has been up on the channel, it gained 160,000 views. So, like, apparently you guys really enjoyed the Great Ziggurat of Ur video as well. And I seriously might want to recreate that one. Because it was fun. It was a good video. And I've been recreating some older videos, giving some more in-depth information or updated information, or I just felt like I could have done a better job. You know, I'm not pleased with everything that I have done on the channel. Like, I am very much a perfectionist, and I always want to do everything as perfect as possible, but sometimes it's not possible to do it perfect. And so I do it perfect by the means that I have at that point in time. And then later on, I have better equipment, better microphones, better cameras, and all that stuff. And so I want to recreate and do it better than I did a couple years ago. So yeah, things like that. What is the chance of the Ziggurat of Ur being the Tower of Babel? In a way, I would say yes, it's possible, but also the location is very off compared to like Babel and Babylon. And I can see why the myth, like if you look at the Tower of Babel myth, yeah, it's possible that the origins of that myth came from the Ziggurat of Ur. In a way, yes, I do feel like that is a possibility. If I was only allowed to watch one channel on YouTube, it would be yours. People, we've done it. We've done it. Applause for me. Now that's awesome. I was called awesome earlier this week on Threads. And that really just healed the 5-year-old inside of me. Honestly. It's been 6 years of me uploading on this channel. And we're going to look at a little bit at like the older videos I made. Like here you can see my very first couple videos where I sit in my old living room. I've moved a couple times, and there were a couple remodeling stuff. And I've changed location a couple times. So I started at the couch in my old living room, and then I started filming in a small room in that same house. And then later on, I went to even another room in that same house, and then I moved, and then I moved, and then I moved, and then I moved, and then I moved. Yeah, I've moved 22 times in my life. Do not recommend. I really do not recommend. Okay, so back to where we were. So this was the Anunnaki, Sumerian gods or ancient astronauts from Nibiru, the Zechariah Sitchin debunk video. That was the last video I uploaded in 2020. And then in 2021, this was the first video I uploaded, and that was on Watson Break. I haven't lived in a van, though. No. I've always lived in houses. At least that was yeah. If you mind answering, has video creating been financially positive experience? Yeah, it completely changed my life, and I'm now a full-time YouTuber. And no longer on disability pay, and no longer scrambling. Some months it pays good, other months not that much. So that's why I do sponsorships, and I also have my videos on MSN.com in the MSN Start program, and I try and sell a little bit of merch, like have a T-pillar on your sleeve with the History with Kaylee logo, and Ermagerd, the Touch Pillar map on the back. So yeah. You were on an episode of Raiders recently. How's your relationship with Johanna James? My relationship with Johanna James is impeccable. I don't even need to be weird about this. Like, we are great friends in real life. And we talk weekly, bi-weekly, at the very least. Yeah. We talk about books that we read. We talk about life. We talk about content creation. All that fun stuff. I'm joining them in Egypt in October. So yeah, I love her. She's my one of my dearest friends. I had my hysterectomy in May of 2024, and she was one of the people that reached out to me the most to make sure that I was doing okay. And she had a surgery around that same time, so I made sure to ask her how she's doing, and yeah, we keep tabs on each other, and it's good. The love is there. Did you take extra driving lessons before your driving test? No. I had 30 lessons, and that's it. Like 30 hours of lessons, and then I went for the exam, and I passed in one go. Doesn't really happen much anymore in the Netherlands now. Back in the day, that was the norm, but nowadays it's like 35 to 40 hours of lessons. So, hello, Henrik, TSCTH, moderator in the house. How's Denmark doing? All right, so, sorry. I went off on a tangent, or two, or three. So then 2021 rolled around, and we started still doing the playlists that we had already started with the new discoveries, the fact or fiction, the ancient structures. And then with Hatshepsut, we started yet another new playlist, which was Ancient Queens. And I had big plans for this Ancient Queens playlist. It never really took off, unfortunately. Like I said, I really wanted that to take off. But none of the videos in the Ancient Queens playlist have been performing well. If we look at like playlists here and we go into where are you? Ancient Queens, here we go. No, not what I wanted to do.
Life in the Mesolithic.
No! Shut up, woman. I wanted to look at the entire playlist. Okay, so when we look at like the views, so the first one had 19,000 views, the second one 17,000 views, then 22,000 views. And then 10 months ago, I thought, you know what? I'll do Hatshepsut better. Like, I'll do an updated version, I'll work on it super hard, and I did. And it flopped. It sits at 46,000 views now, but at first that video completely flopped. So that felt really bad. I also did put the Lost Mummies of Pharaoh, Akhenaten, and Queen Nefertiti in this. And I put the Shaman of Bad Durenberg on there as well because, in my mind, she should be regarded as like an ancient queen and how important she was to her community. But in a sense, like, it's got 3,155 views, the entire playlist. Like, as a playlist, it's not much. And so that told me that there isn't much demand for Ancient Queen videos. So, yeah, big plans. None of them really worked. I wanted to do Boudica, Joan of Arc. So many plans. Will I ever get to that? Honestly, probably not at this point. Because the passion that I felt for it when I started doing that, compared to how I feel for it now, it's not the same. It's honestly not the same. It feels weird. Hello, Star, on the Twitch. Welcome, welcome. And thank you for the follow. So yeah, we did the Voynich manuscript. Not gonna make a new video of that. It's not Stone Age. It was fun to make back then. I have no video on the reshot structure. Nope. Probably will never do that unless I would like to invite being attacked by Corsetti, which will most definitely happen if I do cover that. Yeah, I prefer making a debunking video on Atlantis, but I hear that Milo Rossi from Mini Minuteman is finally working on his. I kind of said as a joke that I would make one before him, but now he's really working on it, and I don't think I'll have mine done before that time. So, also, Woodmuck, thank you for the follow. Do people notice you when you visit ancient sites? Honestly, thankfully, no. Nobody knows who I am. I love the fact that nobody knows who I am. And I can just walk there like a normal tourist and just be me instead of needing to perform or be something else. So, yeah. I enjoy that, though. I just enjoy being me. I'm not famous by any means. Like, I don't see that. I'm just a weirdo girl from the Netherlands. You know? These two videos I really liked. So this was the start of the Egypt Mysteries playlist that is now turned into a podcast. Wait, you can do that? Yeah, you can turn playlists into podcasts. And apparently I was advised to at least try that for 2 of my playlists. And so we have the Egypt Mysteries, Ancient Egypt Mysteries podcast now. It still plays as videos, but it's also playable as podcast when you're driving or things like that. Very much enjoy the fact that I have that. I like Ancient Egypt a lot. So yeah. Oh, hey, Eric. Thank you so much. Yes, the Raiders Egypt group. I am looking forward to meeting everyone in October on the Raiders tour with Johanna James and Luke Caverns. Yeah, I'm very excited to go back to Egypt. It's been years. Like, the last time I was in Egypt was 2022. But between 2018 and 2022, I went to Egypt 5 times. So I really, 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 really miss Egypt at this point. Like, it's been too long. So, yeah, I need the Egyptian sun to scorch me alive and give me a little bit of color because I'm pale as F. It's not good. So yeah, but first, my Turkey tour, the Ancient Wonders of Anatolia tour that you can join. Oh hey, nice segue. Look at me, almost being a real YouTuber. So let me just drop the link in the chat, because I would really like it if people here would join me in Turkey. It's an amazing tour. We are going to see some of the most awesome stuff, like Göbekli Tepe, the museums, Karahan Tepe, Sokmatar, Şuayi, Paran, the Basda Caves, a boat tour on the Euphrates. We're going to Cappadocia. We're going to climb Mount Nemrut. We're going underground into the underground city of Derinkuyu. Like, what? And then, again, also the fairy chimneys at Cappadocia. And we're ending the whole tour by the ancient Hittite capital of Hattusha. It's amazing. And you can join me. So definitely do that. And yes, join the Discord. Look at Henrik, my mod, doing his most perfect job sharing the Discord. So I made all these videos up until the breasts of King Tut, the secrets about Tutankhamun uncovered, and his sisters ruling Egypt before him. And then, out of the blue, I got a message from Ancient Architects, the YouTube channel that I had been watching for a couple years by then. And he messaged me. He's like, I enjoy your channel. I enjoy the fact that you work really hard, and I want to give you a shout out. And I'm like, oh, hell yeah, please, thank you. So he did a video and he shouted me out. And then in return, I made my Chankilo oldest astronomical observatory and the Sashim Bajo oldest settlement video. And yeah, that's when my channel started to really take off a little bit. And I very much enjoyed that. People have been telling me that I don't talk about preservation of ancient sites, and I'm like, wait, what? What do you mean I don't talk about that? I started talking about that like almost 5 years ago. Like, that's been near and dear to my heart for many years, and years ago I already covered vandalism of ancient sites in a video because it's near and dear to me. I want these things to, survive for future generations. I did a museum tour because the museum, the Dutch Antiquity Museum, Rijksmuseum van Oudheden in Leiden, had an exhibition on Doggerland because Johanna James and I were doing a Doggerland video together. And here you can see that Doggerland video. That kind of took off. And then I got a message that my grandma was in the hospital. And that sucked. Because my grandma partially raised me. And I made this air conditioning video, which kind of went viral. While I was losing my grandma, my channel first, out of the blue, started to take off. And I started to earn money. And I started to no longer receive disability pay. Like, kind of the moment that happened, my entire life changed. And so I kept making videos while my grandma was in the hospital because she was so proud of me, and it gave me all of the support but also motivation to keep going. Thank you so much, Mr. Jono, for the super chat. Really kind of you. But then I kept making videos while she was in the hospital because it was also a good way to distract myself from the fact that I was going to lose my grandma after her battle with cancer for 11 years. Like, back in 2010, she was told that she had cancer. And it was bone marrow cancer, stage 4. And back when she first got the diagnosis in 2010, she was told, you maybe have 6 months max. There's nothing we can do. And she did not accept that. And she, honestly, in a way, told every scientific study that was ready to start human trials and tests on humans, she told them, use me as your guinea pig, I'm dying anyway. And instead of her dying 6 months after the diagnosis, she lived for another 11 years. I had her for 11 more years, and I'm so happy that I did. So at this point, we knew that the cancer was just everywhere. I knew I was going to lose her. She was still going to have some surgeries, and we were still trying to at least prolong her life once again. Unfortunately, it didn't work, so she was in the hospital for, I think, about a month before she passed away. And so between the Ancient Inventions alcoholic drinks that was uploaded on the same day, I said goodbye to her, and a few hours after I said goodbye, she passed. And I took 9 days off, and then I made my oldest footprints discovered in North America video on the footprints of white sands, which is why the footprints of white sands have always been very near and dear to me, because it makes me think of my grandma in a way. And then after that, I just started to do my things, but my relationship ended at the time. It was not good. It was toxic. I had to leave quite quickly because it was getting into a dangerous situation. So I started to live with my sister for about a month. And then after that, I lived with my grandpa for about 6 months. And I made so many videos in that time. Because like I said, I had just started earning money with the channel, but also my disability pay stopped because of that. So I really had to work hard. So for about 6-7 months, I worked around 60 hours a week on the channel. I had a bed and a desk, and in front of the desk I had an area where I could sit and film, which looks like what do I have? Yeah, here we have one. It looks like that. It's some canvas behind me, and I lived like that for about 6, almost 7 months. So I slept, and if I wasn't sleeping, I was working. So my bed and my desk and my computer were like maybe 3 feet away from each other, not even. Like, it was crazy. It was seriously crazy. I don't think I could ever do that again. But I decided to take control of my life in my own hands. And if YouTube was the way to make something good out of a very bad situation, then I was gonna let it. And I'm looking back, I'm really, really happy that I did, because it has changed my entire life. And my life hasn't been the same since. I started traveling for the very first time in my life. Like, I had been to Egypt twice at this point, but both times with my ex, never traveled alone. And then I started traveling alone. And I met up with Johanna for the first time. Like, we met face to face, and that felt amazing. And I felt like, okay, life is gonna go in a certain direction. I feel it. And so I made this video at the end of 2021. And then there was a video on Neanderthals discovery right before the year ended. And I quickly made that into a video, and I sort of kind of jokingly called it Neanderthals farming. And that started my entire hominid journey on the channel. And that's how we started doing human evolution, because this video sparked quite some interest. And then I looked into how intelligent they were and what kind of skills they had. And yeah, I'm still working on the Neanderthal documentary. And it might take another 2 years. Sorry. Apologies. But yeah. But I started covering all the ancient species. and I interviewed my sister, which was an interview that was filmed 6 months prior in the week that we were going to bury our grandma. So this was during the mourning period of our grandma, but she lived in Sweden at the time, and she was only in the Netherlands for like a week. And we needed to film this, so I don't know, in a way we just put the grief aside for about an hour and a half, and we filmed and had a good time. And I made that into a video for the channel. I also went to Malta, which was awesome. Highly recommend to go to Malta if you ever get the chance. Met Laura, Megalith Hunter. She's amazing. Again, one of my dear friends at this point. And I kept making videos. This was my first collaboration with like Ancient Americas. Love his channel. Pete from Ancient Americas. Yeah, love his stuff. More debunking. And then I think it was around this time that I started talking to my current boyfriend, which was nice. It's nice. Went to England for a wedding around this time between these videos, which was awesome. And oh my god, here I have my own apartment back then, because this was still filmed at my grandpa's house. And then here we have videos from my apartment with the current coloring, because like the colors in this office are the same as the colors were in the office in my apartment. But yeah, like I said, I moved 22 times. Like, forgive me. In my entire life, I've moved way too many times. It's fine. It's part of who I am by this time. Whatever. It is what it is. So I started making a lot of videos there. Very much enjoyed it. And then, oh my god, here I'm at a weird couch. Suddenly. So this is at my current boyfriend's house, where I was literally filming on his couch. I had to film a video that day, and I just did it. And then back at my apartment. And then shortly after that, I started filming in his living room, but just on a chair. So there's a lot of videos of me with just a white background. And yeah, I mean, not too much to see. I started debunking the Ancient Apocalypse series. Don't think I'll ever finish it because, oh my lord, I wanted to rip the hair out of my skull. Ugh, it's so bad. It's so bad. I really don't like it. But yeah, so I filmed a lot in his living room. As you can see, like here, still white background. It's not good. It wasn't good. No. So yeah, we were together long enough by then that we decided that I was able to use a room in his house because he had a spare room. He wasn't doing anything with it. And he told me, you know what, woman, you keep filming in my damn living room. It's time something changes. And so a little over 2 years ago, about 2.5 years ago, I started painting that room. And that's the office that I'm currently sitting in. With my beautiful bookcase and all my fantasy books. I mean, come on, I got a Neanderthal with hat on. What else did you expect from me? People, come on. Don't be weird. Like here. Have you seen my Neanderthal with a hat? He's awesome. Also, that hat is really cool. I will be wearing this hat a lot during my travels in the future. Oh, hell yeah. So yeah, dirt nerd. Of course, that's me. Duh. But yeah, When I'm not wearing it, the Neanderthal can wear it. He'll like it. It suits him. It's nice. Alright, so back to the normal positions of everything. So yeah, I started filming in this new office. The sound was horrible in the beginning. Like always. Like, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. But I have tried to at least get a little bit better with every video, whether that's audio, video, presentation-wise. I can't always put enough stuff into it in a way with like visuals. When you're talking about ancient extinct species, there isn't really much to use, unfortunately. Which sucks, because I want to use more visuals. They just don't exist, and I don't have the money, I don't have the funds to like pay someone to create artwork for me for every single video. I wish I was rich enough to do that, to like pay someone for their hard work. I would love that. Hopefully, maybe one day. I don't have a whole team. It's just me. It's just me. No, I'm never showing anyone my bar. That's true. I've shared like a couple of photos of a few of the bottles that I had bought a while ago, and it was rum and whiskey and bourbon. And I got a whole lot of people asking me if I'm an alcoholic, and I'm like, I drink maybe 1 glass every 2 or 3 weeks. I don't drink much. I sometimes go out and have a night of drinking, but like that happens maybe twice or maybe at most 3 times a year. I don't drink much. I just have a whole lot of different bottles of rum, whiskey, bourbon, vodka. Because if I want to have a drink, I would at least have a choice. I just want to have choice. How big is my glass? The normal whiskey glass size, and it's like maybe a centimeter of whiskey and the rest is cola. Or maybe a centimeter of rum and the rest is cola. Because, you know, I'm not a big drinker, never really was. My liver is already working really hard to deal with all the medication that I have to take because of my disease. And my liver and my kidneys will one day probably stop functioning because of the disease that I have and all the medications that I will need to take in the future. So I really don't drink often or too much. And I enjoy my drinks if I do. I'm just very conscious of when I drink and how much I drink. Sometimes I just really want to get tipsy or slightly drunk or very drunk, and I just do it because that is the conscious decision that I make, like I said, once or twice, maybe at most 3 times a year. The rest of the year, I have a couple drinks if I'm drinking, or just simply none, or I'm having one at home because I'm watching a movie and I'm enjoying myself. Like this is just SodaStream with a cola flavor. That's what I normally drink. It's Pepsi SodaStream, so it has no caffeine, no sugar, no nothing, no nonsense. I carbonate the water by using the SodaStream cylinders. Sugar-free, caffeine-free, done. That's what I drink all day. And I even bought myself this beautiful, beautiful bottle from Yeti with my own logo. So I can drink in style, because I do like to drink in style. But yeah, no, I really don't drink much. I like to have choice and a variety of certain rums and whiskeys and bourbons, so that if I'm in the mood to have a drink, I can open my cabinet and I look at 15 bottles, and I'm like, what is my mood today? Am I in the mood for a Mauritania rum that's spiced with a little bit of ginger? Or do I want a Bacardi spiced? Or do I want a Bacardi Caribbean spiced? Or maybe a Captain Morgan Gold spiced? Or maybe an Aberfeldy single malt 12 years? Or a bourbon from Woodford? Or a Glenfiddich? Or a famous grouse whiskey? And all of them taste completely different, and it depends on my mood what I want to drink. If I don't have the drink that I'm in the mood for, I get annoyed. This is a real thing, by the way. I never really thought about that, but I get really annoyed if I'm in the mood. Let's say for like a dark Kraken rum. I don't have that. But sometimes I am in the mood for a dark Kraken rum. Might need to fix that. A coconut rum. Yeah, a Malibu. I always have a Malibu in the house. Exactly. So what did they drink in the Paleolithic except natural reservoir water? I am very much of the opinion that they ate fermented fruit to get drunk. Don't come for me in the comments. Don't hate on me. I just feel like that would be a thing that the humans would be doing during the Paleolithic. Monkeys and apes eat fermented fruit to get drunk. If they are doing it even now, still, then yes, I do believe that humans in the Paleolithic would have eaten fermented fruit to get drunk. It makes all the sense. We always want to, do things. Like a Malibu. It's so Dutch. I say it in such... It's not a Malibu. No, Malibu. That's very Dutch. Sorry. Sorry. I drank coca tea while I was in Peru. But yeah, exactly. Like coca leaves and chewing on that. That people in ancient times did that. Makes all the sense. Why would you want to be sober 24/7? Even people in ancient times did not want to be necessarily sober 24/7. And yeah, sure, some of them may have gotten into trouble and other issues if they did that too much too often. But yeah, so beer and wine, I think both of them are around 15,000 years old. And that's why this video, like I said, the last video I uploaded before my grandma passed away, Ancient Inventions, Alcoholic Drinks. If you guys never seen this? I'm seeing people say latest news. I even made a video on it. Invention alcohol. People didn't watch that? But it has my green background from my very first office, which was horribly when it comes to the sound. But again, sorry. Yeah, tramadol painkillers, had to take those back when my tailbone got messed up. And before and after I got my tailbone removal surgery, I was taking tramadol. And then I stopped taking tramadol and I smoked weed for about 6 or 7 years, maybe 8. So yeah. I also have an episode on, psychoactive drug use in Europe. I mean, guys, I covered most of the cool stuff. Here, there we go. Hello, welcome on the TikToks 545. Good to see people joining in other places than YouTube. Always nice. Always nice. But yeah, I mean, I really tried to cover a wide variety of historical subjects on the channel, and I categorized them in the playlists that I currently have, which are... Why did we do that? No, we don't. Why are you ruining my day? Okay, we fixed it, guys. We fixed it. It's fine. So yeah, my playlists. I really have a wide variety of playlists. Me singing, don't click on that ever. If your ears are something that you hold near and dear, don't click on that. Just don't. So the ancient structures, Irish monuments, English monuments, Scottish ancient history, the Netherlands, Welsh monuments, Maltese monuments, Egyptian monuments, fact or fiction, which got 85 videos by now. New discoveries, almost 100 videos. Just one discovery away for me to cover. I mean, there have been more discoveries. Also, say hi to Megalith Hunter Laura in the chat. I just mentioned her about how I went to Malta. And yes, tell her that you love her. Because I said so. Thank you. So yeah, like I said, I try to put everything very neatly organized in playlists. And I work really hard on this stuff. Like, thank you, Laura, for my 6-year anniversary. I never thought that I would get to 6 years. Didn't think it was possible. But yeah, y'all made it possible. So thank you, all of you watching me. Oh yeah, I also started my fossilized footprints playlist. And my fossilized footprints foot fetish. I don't have a foot fetish because feet are nasty, but fossilized feet, they're kind of dope. I've also been working on some new merch. And I didn't want to close that. No! Oh, I'll have to show it as the white one. So I've been working on some new merch. Do I travel every year to a different country? Yes and no. I do Turkey annually, and I just got back from Peru, which was the very first time that I went to Peru, and I'm going to Turkey in September again, but also Egypt in October, and I might go to Paris in May. Never been there. But not necessarily a new country every year. I usually just go to Malta because my good friend Laura lives in Malta and I just love her. Probably not going to go there this year because I hope to go to Iceland in August because there will be a solar eclipse. Well, you can possibly see the northern lights and I think I kind of want to do that. So, but I had to make a choice and so Laura might hate me, but she still loves me, so it's gonna be fine. It's fine. She will never truly hate me. Let's see if I can find how to open this screen. I don't think I can open this screen. Oh, that's annoying. How did I do that last time? On the last... Oh yeah, here we go. And then we don't see anything. Okay, now you can see stuff. So I've been working on this idea for like on the back of a t-shirt. So the White Sands, New Mexico footprints. You got 2 pictures of the footprints with some short scientific summary of the footprints and the history of these footprints. And so I've been thinking on putting this on the back of like a t-shirt or a sweater. So tell me in the chat if you absolutely hate that idea or if you're like, well, actually, I see myself wearing that. So yeah, let me know in the chat. Thank you. Because I worked really hard on this design and I personally really love it and I want to put it on a t-shirt. At the very least a t-shirt, maybe a sweater, and wear it. But yeah, I'm not sure if anyone else would wear this. So yeah, go back to where we were, which was here. Alright, so back to where we were. You saw that design. No one else is able to see that design. I understand why you say don't bother going to Paris. I've never been to France. Never really felt inclined to go to Paris, but a good friend of mine has an expedition there, or an exposition, sorry, there for her art. and she has asked me to join her. And I absolutely love her. So that's why I'm going to Paris. Because I love her enough to go there. But also catacombs. Which I might turn into a Halloween video. Wait, what? Okay, sorry. Yeah, in that case, it does make sense. So, Paris, just for the sake of going to Paris, no, not my thing. Absolutely not. But for this, yeah, definitely. You have more videos than Stefan Milo. Look at me. I worked hard. And I'll edit it every video. Well, that's not true. I did not edit one video on the entire channel. We will get to that. We're working our way to the present. We started back when I started the channel 6 years ago. And we are currently already halfway. So yes. So you have a lair with books, skulls, ancient figures, and a servant bringing you drinks. Are you sure you're not a villainess? No comment, Henrik. No comment. You like the idea of the feet. Okay, good. That's nice. If the footprints make a pattern on the whole shirt front to back might work. I think that's a little bit too much. I thought about doing it in that sense because then it at least stays into like that scientific form of like, here you have a picture with a story and here you have another picture. Not sure. Hi.
Dad?
Ja.
Ja?
Ja. Mag ik er ook een drankje bij? Ik heb wel een blikje cola.
Ja, niet zo wat we erin.
Spiced Caribbean.
Ik ga even zoeken.
Dankjewel. So, Henrik, you just mentioned that I have a boyfriend that sometimes acts as a servant and brings me stuff. So he's going to bring me cake and a rum coke. It's as if you like asked for it. Because you said that in the chat and I responded to it. And 2 seconds later, he's at the door. Story on the sleeves. Might work. Might work. I mean, we got the T-pillars on the sleeves on this one. So, I mean, it does work. We can put stuff on the sleeves. Okay, so I might have to, like, look at that. Okay. I think I can work with that. I also have, and I have to put it in white because you won't be able to see the outline of this one in black, unfortunately. Chauvet Cave Lions on a t-shirt or sweater. Because I've been working on some new merch for you guys. So this is the outline and shading of the famous Chauvet lions. Cave painting in France. In the Chauvet cave in France. So, yeah. Been working on that as a merch. That Becoming Human you wore was awesome. Oh, absolutely, I agree. And that's Lindsay Nicole merch. So that's not History with Klee merch, unfortunately. I ain't that great. Like, I make my own merch. So, unfortunately, we are, you know, you're gonna have to do with what I can make. Sorry. But I've also been thinking about this Chauvet horse cave painting that I turned into merch idea. Thinking about that to put on a t-shirt, sweater, that kind of stuff. But yeah. So, like I said, been working on some merch. But let's continue our story of... what about the picture on the back and the writing on the sleeves? Yeah, I'm thinking about maybe something like that. Yeah. How about a T comparison of ancient amazing art and modern awful art? Okay, that's nice. Congratulations on your 6th year anniversary from us in upstate New York, also known as the Old Dutch country. My spouse is a direct descendant of the 1600s Dutch settlers that are still in upstate New York. Oh, that's cool. So, welcome. Thank you. Thank you for the celebrations and everything, and congratulations. So, I mean, I was never really, I never thought that it would be possible that I would do this for like 6 years in a row. What the hell? What the helly? So yeah, I started doing my hominid videos, and then my first Everything Wrong with Cro-Magnon as a species, back when I still pronounced it in the very, very, very Dutch manner of Cro-Magnon. Because to me, growing up, I was taught the term was Cro-Magnon. So in that video, I pronounce it as Cro-Magnon the entire time. And people hated me. People really, really hated me for that. So that's why in this new video that I premiered earlier today, I pronounced it correctly as Cro-Magnon, in hopes that people would hate me a little bit less. They probably won't, but that's fine. Unfortunately, today's video isn't doing very great, but oh well. Didn't really expect to make an amazing video anyway. It's fine. It's fine. Why people hate you, I don't get it. I don't know. I know that I hate myself, but like that's not part of your question. No, it's fine. People hated me for mispronouncing words. Just like when I made my first video on an ancient settlement in Oregon, I said Oregon or Oregon, or no, I said Oregon. Yeah, I said Oregon, and people hated me because the aura wasn't gone. I got like thousands of comments on that video, very angry about my pronunciation of Oregon. And then a couple months ago, I remade that video and I correctly said Oregon. And then I got hundreds of comments from people thanking me for pronouncing Oregon so correctly. And it's like, I did a good thing. So like, I'm trying, okay? Sometimes I mess up. But when it's Heidelbergensis, there will never be a day where I will not pronounce that as Heidelbergensis, because the German people hate me for doing it, but at the same time, they also love that I'm doing it because it's so obvious that I'm Dutch when I'm doing it. So, love that. I love that for me. And I'm hearing my cake arrive. And possibly even a drink, so like... Oh, there was a cat that wanted the attention of my boyfriend, so like... Have cats, they said.
Ja.
Ooh, this is a good day. This is a good day. Ooh, okay, we got a rum coke, people. Dankjewel. So, cheers to everyone. Cheers on 6 years of history with Kaylee on the YouTubes. Oh, that's nice and strong. And delicious. Thank you so much, Jim Ross, for the super chat. Wow. Thanks for rekindling my interest in pre and ancient history. I get reliable science from vetted sources, and with your catalog of posts, I've got lots of information to catch up on. Yay for 6 years. Thank you so much. Oh, like, really, that's so kind of you. I love people. Normally I don't, but today, I love people. What else do we have? I love that pronunciation of Heidelbergensis. I know. So also we got cake. I like whipped cream cake. It's the best. I'm only unsure about eating on stream because I've never eaten on camera and I feel kind of weird about it, but I'm gonna take a couple bites. Just small bites, because I also still need to talk and fill up the stream with like something, because otherwise it's gonna be boring for you to like watch me eat. And I don't want that for you. And I'm not an ASMR channel like that. Sorry. Mm. Yeah, I filmed a lot in Peru, and I'm planning to release quite a bit of that, but I'm not sure exactly when that's going to happen. Can you have a slice? Yes, Hendrik, you can have a slice. Dragonbane on YouTube says, I have never seen anyone but myself point out that there are a few spots at Ollantaytambo where the giant cyclopean blocks are on top of smaller, less complex foundation stones. Yeah, I'm trying to work on the Ollantaytambo stuff that I also have. I'm mostly in the short that I have currently put out at this point. I'm mostly focused on like the overall history of the site. So yeah, it's weird eating on stream. Honestly, I just took a bite. It's a little bit weird. Not sure how I feel about that, but it's fine. I also looked into European Miocene apes. I got a lot of hate for that, but at the same time, I felt compelled to talk about it because it is part of the evolution of the human species and everything. Even though they might not be fully connected to our species, like if you go back far enough, there might not be a connection, but at the same time, there might be a connection. So, like, we can't prove or disprove a connection at this point in time. So, why not cover it on the channel? These were probably the first bipedal species. And they weren't in Africa. And shortly afterwards, we got the first bipedal species in Africa. So yeah, it's awesome. My Homo and a Lady videos, I interviewed Dr. Berger. Really loved doing that. I challenged more debunking stuff. I cover new discoveries. I very much enjoy the channel and the stuff that I created in the past 2.5, 3 years. I mean, I looked into the Piltdown Man, Greatest Hoax. The video flopped. Completely flopped. Unfortunately. It's fine. Shit happens. So yeah. Shit happens. I looked into my From Primates to Humans Explained. The Out of Africa Migrations Explained. The stupid Bosnian pyramids. Because I still, Any suggestions for interesting paleoanthropological books? Yes, Kindred from Rebecca Ragg Sykes. It's a bit too high on the shelf for me to grab right now. But that's this one. The Rise and Reign of Mammals by Steve Broussat. Highly recommend. Also, Stefanos Geroulanos, The Invention of Prehistory. Highly recommend. Of course, I also got Lindsay Nicole, Epic Earth. And also Raven Todd da Silva, Dig It with Raven. The other ancient civilizations, where she looked at 10 ancient civilizations that you might never have heard about. I just got sent this one. I was a guest in like a radio show. I'm flunking on the name because I'm getting a little bit fatigued and tired. It's normal for this time of night for me. But Jimmy from that radio show sent me this book from the La Brea Tar Pits when he went and visited there. So he sent this to me all the way from the US. Rebecca Ragg Sykes. Where did I put you? You were there. Rebecca Ragg Sykes. Let me type that for you. Rebecca Ragg Sykes. There you go. And the book is named Kindred. And it's all about Neanderthals. And we all know Neanderthals are my favorite species. So, I loved it. So, those were some quick suggestions for interesting paleoanthropological books. I also have Evolution, the Human Story from Professor Alice Roberts, The Complete World of Human Evolution from Chris Stringer and Peter Andrews, Life Sculpted. Oh, I got so much. I got a lot of books. So, yeah, I can't even show all of them anymore because I got too many. I love the tar pits, go there often, never get tired of that wall of dire wolf skulls. Yeah, I definitely want to go there. Yeah, absolutely. Hopefully, one day in the near future. So, yeah. But now we arrive into the area, or the era, or the time, because we were going into like the history of history with Kaylee. This was the last video I filmed before my surgery. So these two, the huge 7,000-year-old settlement discovered in Serbia, and the same outfit for the video after that, why are most men from ancient Egypt depicted bald? These videos were the last two that I filmed before my surgery. And this one in Serbia was the one I edited. And then I had my surgery. And so I had a friend of mine create the thumbnail and another friend of mine to edit that video for me. That is the only video on my entire channel that I have not edited myself. So if you look at this, I have uploaded 392 videos on the channel, including, of course, live streams and shorts. But I have edited all of it myself, just me, except that one. So yeah, I still think personally that is quite an accomplishment to continually edit your own stuff for years and never really having... I never hired anyone. That was a friend that wanted to help me out because I had just had surgery and I couldn't sit without pain for long enough, and I had already not uploaded for about a month and I was still in pain, and he was like, you know what, I'll just edit that video for you, send me the stuff and we'll make it work. And he did. And so this is the first video that I filmed after the surgery, and I'm way bloated. So like here, super skinny, nice, looking good. And a little over a month later after the surgery, massively bloated, couldn't sit and film. And here again, also bloated, couldn't sit while filming. So I did that for 2 years, for 2 videos, sorry. I have an IMDb page, actually. But yeah, I should probably do that. Put all of the jobs into it. Which after that, I started eventually sitting down again. Took a while, but that's fine. And then I did this weird video to promote the Turkey tour that almost no one viewed on the channel. Like almost no one watched that on the channel. And I thought that was weird because I enjoyed it. But okay, I'm not a comedian and I tried to play being a comedian and it's fine. I understand no one watched it. And I can't use that video again, unfortunately, because, well, yeah. It doesn't really work like that, you know? It doesn't really work like that. Cake in front of me, bad idea. Bad idea. I want to eat all of it. It's delicious. But yeah, so this is me trying to be a comedian. It's fine. So I updated my video on the Denise events. I did my collaboration with Milo, Mini Minuteman. Made more videos, went to Turkey, talked about Sefertepe when I got back, a little bit more about like human evolution in Europe, debunked fake archaeology, also important, even when it's respected archaeology. I don't care. I really don't care if you're respected or not. I seriously could not care less. If you peddle fake stuff and misinformation and you pretend that it's real and you get outed for faking stuff, I will make a video on you and absolutely showcase that to everyone. Because I don't care. I don't care that you're an academic and I'm not. Couldn't care less. Homo Juluensis, where I spoke about Denisovans not being part of Homo Juluensis. Because Homo longi was also not part of Homo Juluensis. I already called it 6 months or so prior to the news breaking that the Homo longi, dragon man skull, the Harbin cranium, was actually a Denisovan. We finally have a Denisovan skull. Yay! But yeah, covered that months later. But I called it in a video first. More ancient footprints, my recreation of Homo floresiensis a year ago. Very much enjoyed doing that. Talked about Homo erectus, talked about a pyramid in Peru, and the direwolf situation. Yeah, we all know how I feel about that. Yeah, we all do know how I feel about that. Colossal will probably never want to do a collaboration with me. I know they do some collaborations with other people, but probably not with me because I was really quite brutal and critical. I mean, I didn't really bash them, but I very much did not agree with them. So, yeah, hate me, I don't care. I just want to do good scientific research and talk about actual science and stuff and not peddle any bullshit. I don't care if you're a big company or not. Seriously. I couldn't care less. Seriously. Like, come on, let me do my thing. Here, this video I edited while I was in Malta with Laura. Sometimes when I travel, I also need to work. This video I edited while I was in Turkey last September. Because again, sometimes I have to work when I'm traveling. My favorite video from last year was absolutely Lost World of Sundaland. Loved making that video, but also interviewing my own sister on my channel for the second time. My pink-haired paleontologist sister came back on the channel and we had a great time. Really loved that. And then we have my last couple videos. And we're all back to the present. This was it. Have you made a video on the human shadow species? No, I have not. What am I missing, Henrik? Send it to me in the DM on Discord. Also, if you are noticing that I'm speaking ever so slightly differently than I normally do, I went to the dentist yesterday on the anniversary of my channel. Because apparently I like to torture myself on the anniversary of my channel. Because 4 years ago I took my I got my tattoo of the owl on my arm, which is quite a big tattoo. And so yeah, yesterday I decided going to the dentist and not moving that appointment would be the way to go. Yes, I regret doing that because this side of my face is in a lot of pain today still. I'm a migraine patient, like I get chronic migraines, and so all the drilling to fill up a cavity and all that fun stuff really messed with me. And now this entire jawbone, this is just so painful. And I already took a couple paracetamols today. So yeah, fun. In the week that I don't have injections, I have dentist appointments, apparently. Yay for me. But indeed, rum and coke should help. So now that we got all the way to the present, because there's nothing like the present, so like I said, there's quite a difference between me back then, 6 years ago, and me right now. Like, I personally feel like I look quite different compared to that. Yeah. But okay, it is what it is. It is what it is. If you don't think so, that's fine. So now that we've done all of that, I was thinking maybe we play a little bit of Ancestors, the Humankind Odyssey, and continue the journey with our apes. Because, I mean, I covered 6 years of history with Kaylee on the channel. I promoted the Turkey-a-tour again, because I like doing that. I love the Turkey-a-tour, and I want you to join me. So, if you're free in September between the 13th and the 23rd, join me in Turkey. I promise it's going to be amazing. You do not want to miss this. Trust me. I'm telling you. Wait, why is my camera being weird? Why are you blue? Why is my camera blue? What did my camera do? Because you guys can still see me, but that's not normal for me. Can kids preteen go on your tours? Yes, absolutely. Give me a second. Okay, we're back to green. Okay, who just... It feels like someone went into my computer and just changed something in my camera. Thankfully, what they don't know is that I can actually turn this camera off. Like off. And it's voice activated. So I can be like, sleep tiny. And then it just turns off. So you don't want to do that. It's only because I'm using it at the moment that it doesn't work like that. But yeah. Tour info and book your spot. There you go. I threw the tour info into the chat. So yeah. I'm not turning the camera off right now, but it turned blue, like the light. And blue is not the same as green. Green is I'm on, blue is I'm recording. But we aren't recording. It's just using the virtual camera from the camera for the stream. It's not recording anything. So the fact that it turned blue for a moment, it's just super freaking weird, and I feel like something tried to get into my computer to do stuff. Which I do not accept. So yeah, we want to go into these speakers. Okay, you guys might turn deaf, so let's not do that. So I'll keep the tour info there for a second. Meanwhile, I am starting up Ancestors, the Humankind Odyssey. Thank you, Henrik, for sending me the stuffs on the Discord. You're always really fast. Love that. Makes it a lot easier for me. Link sent. Yes, thank you. Okay, so I just need to start up this. Press A to start, and then we get into the normal size screen that I want. All right. Any advice before visiting Göbekli Tepe? Watch the History Time documentary video on it. Highly recommend that one. But also, History Time, Pete, is joining us in Turkey on this tour. So, you might actually walk there with him after you've seen his documentary. And that's a crazy idea, isn't it? Okay, so now that we've done that, we want to turn on this one and turn off this one. Look at this. I am almost a full YouTuber. Almost. I'm telling you, I ain't, because I still suck at streaming. It's fine. All right, so. Yeah, no. I was still turning everything on and putting it. How do you see yourself in the next six years? I hope to still be as big of an idiot as I am today. Just saying. Just saying. But also, I hope to continue to create videos, and maybe in the future I can like do some TV show presenting on like National Geographic or something. That would be cool. That is eventually, I think, the ultimate dream that I have. Yeah. Did I say that out loud? Yeah. Was I planning to ever share that dream with anyone? No. Awesome. Okay, here's to me, TMI oversharing. Do I want a Netflix show? I mean, if Netflix comes to my door and is like, you know what, woman, we want you, I won't say no. Okay, let's continue where we left off. Wow, when was the last time we streamed this game? Let me just check. It's been a while. January. Yep. January. Awesome. So it really has been a while. Okay, I have no idea where we are in the game. I think I think I've never gotten to like this far in the game. Yeah. How did I get Ancestors? Steam? Yeah, I bought it on Steam. But I bought it like years ago in a flash sale on Steam. It was like a couple bucks back when I bought it. So. Oh, the cake is so good. Thank you, Jim. No one will ever say you don't have a unique personality. You are one of a kind. I mostly think I'm just very weird, and nobody wants to be as weird as me. I'm hearing flies. Wait, you don't hear flies. Okay, this is better. Let me know if this is a good sound for like the game. Let me know, let me know. Alright, where are we? Okay. I completely forgot how to play this game because it's been a month and I've never been particularly good at this game. It's fine. Yeah, exactly. Nothing's wrong with being a little bit weird. I enjoy it a lot. Okay, so we... Switch hands. Alter. Look at me, I made a stick. It's a good stick. What is the video you wanted to do but didn't have the courage to make? I've got a video on Atlantis and Hyperborea that I want to make, but I have not yet had the courage to do it. So yeah. Oh, I did a thing. I did a thing. I'm drunk. See, like I said, it's just how we do. How do you get your tribe's population to grow in that game? I changed, like, the 8 that I was playing at. I changed that a couple times. So, that I could, mate a couple times. Let's at least drink some water. Hopefully I become a little bit more sober. Because this ain't good. A new dinosaur discovered was announced today. Oh my god. Are you serious? I did not hear. I haven't spoken to my sister in a couple of days. I mean, we both get busy with life. So. How about Lemuria too? I mean, I've never really found enough evidence to, like, seriously look into Lemuria. But I could probably, like, do a debunk. It's possible. Right. Are those shrooms? Wait, did we find shrooms? Great. Guys, we're gonna do shrooms. I'm allergic to shrooms, so, like, you don't want me, actually me, doing shrooms, but, like... Yep. Okay. We did shrooms. Am I hallucinating already? A little bit. Yeah, a little bit. It's very close to when I did magic truffles, because I did magic truffles once. And that's how I figured out that I was actually allergic to shrooms and that kind of stuff. Don't recommend figuring it out like that. Like, really, I don't recommend. Wasn't fun figuring out that I was allergic to it that way. Alright, now that's gone. Grab. Alright. I have no idea what we are doing, where we are, what, like, the next objective is. Actually, I probably need to make a bed. Yeah, I probably need to make a bed if I didn't already last time. And sleep and do some evolution stuff. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. I don't think we created a bed here already. I'm not seeing signs of a bed that I made. Okay. So, my first objective is to make a bed. Switch hands, and then drop, grab, drop, grab, add to pile. We need more. Grab, switch hands, grab. Look at me, I'm almost getting good at this game. She said, well, absolutely lying. Is that already a bed? Did I just completely walk? Next to the bed I had already yes. I had already made a bed, guys. Well. I had already made a bed. Alright. We go into our evolution steps.
Ah, yes!
Okay. There's a lot. Okay. We have contextual orthostasis, which is the ability to detect more distant elements through intelligence, which is nice. Alright, so what else do we have? Can we grab it? Yes. Orthostasis and senses. The ability to detect more distant elements using the senses is acquired. Did truffles help you before you realized you were allergic? Mostly I just vomited a lot. That's how I at first figured out that I was allergic to it. Also not. Nope, also not. Nope. Okay, so all the other ones I don't think I can do yet. Okay, so use points to lock knowledge. Oh, I need to reinforce stuff. Ah. Now change generation. Ah, you know what? What the hell? What's to lose anyway? I suck at this game. It's fine. So our oldies giving the newbies younger generation the chance to do stuffs. Awesome. I like cake. Secretly eating cake on screen. Okay, we've seen enough. This was a good cutscene. Genetic manipulation. Spontaneous genetic mutation. A kid with genetic mutation is fully grown up. If this adult stays alive, the singular genetic potential will be effective for the whole lineage and next evolution. Awesome. But also, end expedition. Okay, yes. Oh, I can't put you for... I can only use you and lie down. Who even am I? Okay, wait. We need to figure out who I am. So who is this? Analyze. This is Gua, an adult female. Switch for a second. Sorry. Analyze, switch. And who were we? We were, say, an elder female. We don't want to be an elder female, because they can't get pregnant. So we are now Gua. Who are you? This is Wu, an adult male, who is single. Hell yeah! It's the time to do some groom grooves. Are we a couple yet? Come on. This is the Ancestors to Humankind Odyssey. Are we a couple yet? Come on. Oh, fuck's sakes. I'm doing my best. Are we? Oh, for fuck's sakes. Why are you being a bit of a dick? Stop running. Analyze. Still single? Oh, it's family related. Never mind. He was related to me. We don't want this. That was a clan member? Analyzing the corpse of a friend generates neuronal energy as for other actions. Use it for evolution while resting on a sleep spot. Ke, who's been dead for 15 years. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You look like an elder. Yep. You look like... Oh, adult male. Wait. Single. No family relations. Ah. Here we go. Here we go. Uh-huh. Let me put my skills to the test. Mm-hmm. Okay. Now we go back to our sleep spot. I mean, you guys... Come on. This is how this goes. Lie down. Call mate. There he comes. Mm-hmm. Mate. And that's how babies are made. Sorry. Give birth. It's as easy as that. You pick 3 lice off his back, and he's ready to, like, shebang with you, and then before you know it, you blink twice and you've got a whole baby. So that's how it Exactly. So that's how it happens. New baby. Okay. I think you can mate twice. Not sure, but I think you can do it twice. Yep. And that's how you get almost twins. Hell yeah. So, we got 2 new babies. What game is this? This is Ancestors, the Humankind Odyssey. We go into evolution. Look at this. Look at this. All the new stuff. Awesomes. What is this? Baby genetic matured. And we got this one. This one. Awesomes. So we can learn a new thing. Wait. Can we not? Is this too far away still? Did we not? It's not grabbing it. Okay, so that's not working. Maybe this one. Also doesn't work. Weird. Also doesn't work. So we haven't done enough to like actually learn new stuff apparently. That's sad. Oh, self-empowerment. Actually, very nice. Very nice. While following you, clan members are able to automatically mimic an intimidation or the action of conquering fear. That's good, because they need it. Okay, we can't do that. Okay, so we've got 2 reinforcement, so we are going to reinforce this. And we can't use the other reinforcement yet. Okay, generation. Oh no, we don't want to do any of that. Okay, okay. Spiritual inception. Found an emerald as a precious stone. Very nice. Alright, alright. Alright, so we are going to carry piggyback. 1, 2. Piggyback 1, 2. We're going to make a stick. And, oh, grab our stick. Wait. And how do we do the whole... Follow me, follow me. I forgot how to run though, but that's fine. We want to grab a couple of the apes that we have. So we're not going to grab all of them, but just a couple. And we are just going to like walk away from the settlement so that it'll be good for the clan. Then we return and then we will change. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome, welcome. Bye, Mr. Mike. Thank you for joining. Always happy to see you. All right. I'm actually hoping to find more hominids. But I don't think we will. I want to find more apes so that we can like have 1 or 2 join us. Normally you can see that they're like talking back. None of them are doing that at the moment. Why am I no longer holding a stick? Wait, where did my stick go? Okay, doesn't matter. We'll make a new one. Grab. Switch hands. Switch hands. Can I not give this to you? Yeah, give. Great. Slowly, slowly, very slowly, I'll get better at this game. Switch hands. Let's give you a stick too. Whoa! Fuck! Fuck! And I'm wearing 2 babies! I'm wearing 2 freaking babies! This is not good, guys. This is not good. This is not good. Can I not intimidate? Oh no. This is not what we want. I don't have a stick! Okay, that worked. Okay. I am hurt. This one is hurt. We need to get the fudge out of here. We need to get out. Is the hurt one with us? Yeah, I think so. I think he's with us. Ooh, that was a close call, guys. That was a really close call. I'm having them call constantly to make sure that they're with me. Okay, let's just drink a little bit of water. And then we'll see if we got the hurt one with us. Okay. I think he is with us. Yes. He is with us. We need to grab some cut. And then give. This is what you need to eat. Because we are hurt. Yes, okay. It's eating. Good. Ooh. My lord, this was a close encounter though. Like, I'm still bleeding, as you can see. Like, that blood is just oozing out of me. What was good for the bleeding? Fuck. I forgot. There was something good for the bleeding. Yeah, exactly. They're going to bleed to death. This is not good. No, this ain't good. I don't remember what was the treatment for the bleeding. Yeah, I need to rub a plant, but I don't remember the plant. So let's go into evolution. Let's see if we can just change everything. Acute stress response. Okay, good. That's very helpful for in the near future. Would have been helpful now. Let's also reinforce that already. Reinforce that one. Which one was this? Spatial perception. Is that really important? No. Is this one? Body language? No, we can't do that. It's fine. Oh, that plant that I just had, that was only to be eaten. That was the only thing I could do. But that's fine. We're just gonna change generation. Then they shouldn't die. I think. Or I'm wrong, and I just messed up. It's fine. Okay. We are again. Clan member dead? Wait, that went fast. We just got here. So Kaz already dead for 32 years by now. God damn. They died a long time ago. Okay, so, who are you? An adult female. We want to switch into you. We are now an adult female. Who are you? You're an elder male. We have no use for elder. Also, no use for elders. We need more babies. Elder male. Not gonna work. Adult male. Family related. Fuck. Okay. Do we have any guys that aren't related to me? Because otherwise I just condemned my tribe. And that's not necessarily the way to go. Well, we have no other males. So, we will need to leave camp. A lot of them will need to follow me. And we will need to find different males. Alright, so I'm gonna give you a stick. If only they could make their own sticks. Would have made my life easier. Alright, follow me. Follow me. No shit. Sherlock. I thought I saw bones here. Oh yeah, here. Analyze clan member. Yuk. Okay, so Yuk did die from the bleeding. So unfortunately it didn't help. Didn't work. Alright. What's underneath this stone? Ooh, what's this? What is this? It's a shiny stone. A new tool discovery, a ruby. Okay, let's put the ruby right here. Drop. And drop. Grab the ruby again. Switch hands. Grab. Alter. Oh, I broke the ruby. It's fine. Grab. Yes. Hold your stick in your hand. Okay. Yeah, I need to find a male so that I can mate. Because right now we can't mate. Oh yeah, these are the funny mushrooms that you can eat. Okay, so we have shroomed up. Okay, so now we dare to go. Hey, do you see that? That is a hominid. It might actually be a boy that we might add. That might actually be an ape man that we can add to our community. Why do we fall down? Why? I didn't tell you to go and fall down. Why are you an idiot? Oh, we might need to like offer the ape something. Where are you? There you are. There you are. There he is. Give. It worked. It worked. It's an adult male. All right. Quickly, back to camp. Guys, come on. We've never had an expedition go this well. Come on. No! No, 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 no! No! That's two. Okay, so we lost 2 clan members here. Or not. So the new adult male is very hurt. Okay. Grab a stick. Let's see if we can climb, because we are dying. Fudge! Yeah, exactly. Boo to saber tigers. Like, why twice in like what? 2 minutes? I went a whole generation in the future. I can only eat this, so this is not helpful. It doesn't stop bleeding. What was it that stops bleeding? One sec. I need to know. What stops bleeding ancestors, humankind? Odyssey. Kapok fibers, yellow tan sponge-like growths on trees, horsetail, or mud. Mud. These items can be found near water sources or in the jungle. Okay. So, back to camp, if we can. Back to camp. Come on. Hurry up. We don't have that long. I found a new boy, ape, and I wanted to bring him back to camp, and on the way to camp we got attacked by a frickin' saber-tooth for the second time in like, what, 5 minutes? Why? Okay. Horsetail. This is not horsetail, is it? Yeah, because I can only eat. Yeah, I can only eat. Drop. It's not important. Kapok fiber. What's this? It's also not it. Fudge. Mud? Is there any mud here? I'm not seeing any mud, guys. Like, I'm not seeing anything I can use here. I can only see things that I can eat. Wait. Okay, so. Sorry. What does that kapok fiber looks like? Kapok fiber Ancestors, humankind. I need to know what that looks like. Not helpful. Oh, that's high in the tree. Okay. Not helpful. Horsetail. Horsetail, ancestors, humankind, Odyssey. Yeah, why doesn't it give me the option to rub the horsetail? So this was the correct substance. Like, this is horsetail. Do I then give? It's just eating it. So that's super unhelpful. So, like, that's not doing anything. Where to mud? This is annoying. And that's only at the sandy stuff. So our water is not near the sandy stuff. Yeah, it's weird because this is horsetail. It's just not working. For like, it only gives me the option to eat. Okay, kapok fiber. Let's just go there. It's probably way too far away, but it's fine. I don't want to die from bleeding for the second time. I also don't want to look into your, like, bum hole. Please, come on. A little bit of... Up, up, up. Up, 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 up. Up, 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 up. Grab. Apply. Okay, I am healed. But we need more. Okay, so. I need to go down and get the injured one. Which one was the injured one? Is it all the way down here? Is he no longer injured? Oh no, it's him. Okay, so. Okay, so that's not helpful. Okay, well then I will climb up. If I can't switch to the injured one right now. Grab. Why can't I just... No! Oh my lord, I'm annoyed. Let's see if we can get the injured one down. Okay, it's, I think, this one. No, 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 not on myself, you idiot. Give. Come on, yes, okay, yes. Oh my lord. Okay. Analyze. This is our adult female. She's family related. Wow. Tuck, elder female. We need to switch. Elder male. Why are you family though? Look. Why? Why are we family with this one? That doesn't make any sense. Who are you? Elder male. I don't think I can do it with an elder male. Can I? Let me check. Can you breed, no. Well, whatever. Elder male ancestors. I can't type when I'm not looking at what I'm typing. Elder male ancestors. Elder males remain fertile. Nice. Okay, so we just have to do with Grandpa. Okay, I'm sorry. It's gonna be a Grandpa party. Apologies in advance. Couple formed. Awesome. Also, wait here. Because I don't want you all to be near my bed. Where's my bed? There was a bed here. Okay. End expedition. Yeah, okay. Scram. Scram. Y'all scram. Lie down. Call mate. Well, Grandpa's here. Let's mate. Again, apologies. Can't help it. The game wants this. Give birth. Skip. Mate again. Because we need more babies. I'm glad that you like my stuff on this channel. Makes me happy. And give birth. So, sorry we did it with Grandpa. Apologies. Lie down. Evolution. Okay. Okay, so we already done those things. Barely, but just not enough. Can we do this one already? Nope. Nope. Also, nope. Okay, awesome. It's not necessarily what I want, but we are going to change generation once again. Okay, more genetic mutations have been revealed. So who are you? Who's this ape? Analyze. Cool. Dead for 0 years. Oh, you're like literally dying in front of me? Seriously? Dead for 0 years. And we just stood with her. And now she's dead for 15 years. Wow. Okay, thank you. Thank you for that lovely shock. Always wanted that. Ooh. Switch. This game gets dark, right? Okay, so we are now an elder male. Who is this? An adult oh, she's family related. Okay, so we need to switch to the female. This game gets super dark, man. Fudge. Analyze. Elder male. Look. More grandpa stuff. I'm so sorry. But we need to, like, make some babies, because otherwise our clan is dying. And every time I, like, go and venture off, it just doesn't work. You get mad. Whatever. It's fine. We were already a couple, I think. Oh well. Where was my bed again? Keep forgetting. Oh, here. Yes, lie down. Call mate. Blah, 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 blah. More babies. Every time I venture off, my apes die. Every single time I do it. Doesn't matter. That's kind of why I don't really like this game. Because it's so hard. This cake is so good though. Okay, skip. So, ooh, we had a baby with spontaneous genetic mutation. Lie down. Evolution. That's good. Still can't do things. Oh well. So, we are going to analyze the switch, because this is an elder male, and I don't necessarily care if this one dies. Let's be honest, it's already old. Can't he just carry babies? Okay, he can't. Oh well. We are going to take this elder male alone and see if we can find a young male. Because I already know we don't have youngins. See? Actually, follow me and give. You have that one. So it's going to be the oldies? Exactly. Grandpa, pull your frickin' weight, man. Okay. Grandma and Grandpa going on a walk. Okay, so hearing. Not seeing any. Not sure if we can find anyone. Hello from Indonesia. Welcome, welcome. Why are you being so freaking difficult? I don't even want to walk anymore. Yes, you're cold. I don't care. Okay, we'll go back. You need food. It's raining too hard. It's raining too hard. And otherwise this old beast is gonna die. Don't necessarily want that to happen. Okay, where's food? Honestly, this is gonna be fine. Probably better if we're stoned out of our minds. Yep, probably better. Okay, grab some water. Oh, yeah, fuck. Drop the stick, because otherwise you can't drink. Alright. Okay, so water wasn't the issue, food wasn't the issue. Well then, last thing we can try is sleep. See if that is the issue. Lie down. Sleep. Thank you, John Davis. Have you been on your Discord lately? Got a long message from you the other day. No, that is a fake account on Discord. There is someone pretending to be me and they're running a crypto scam. It's not me. I would never, out of the blue, message you or anyone else. Unless you've been friends with me for years, then yes, I will message you, but really, I will never randomly message you anywhere. It's not who I am. I like my private life, and I feel like I am entitled to have a private life, and I don't want to not have a private life, really. So it doesn't make any sense for me to message people out of the blue. But yeah, no, they pretend to be me, they run a crypto scam. It's not me. Just make sure you block them and report them for pretending to be someone else, if you can. I reported them a couple times already, not getting anything back from Discord, so unfortunately I can't do more than this. But yeah, I've made many @here messages on my Discord channel, or like my server, in the general chat that there is someone pretending to be me, and that they are running a scam. And I really don't want anyone to fall into their crypto scam. Seriously. A Klee coin could do well, yes, I agree. But unfortunately, right now I don't have a crypto thing going on. Otherwise I would have told you about it in like a video or something. I'm not seeing any hominids nearby. And I really don't feel like venturing off that much. This is difficult. Wait. What's this? There's a hominid! Okay, okay. We should be 2 oldies. The coast should be clear. Okay, not what they want. Drop. No, okay, drop. What's wrong with them? No, I want to know what is wrong with them. Give me the option to analyze. Okay, so I get nothing. Awesome. Oh, I don't have use for a liftable rock. Come on. Oh no, are you fucking kidding me? I get so annoyed with this though. We're going to die. I knew this was gonna happen. It's getting annoying. That's why I just don't like playing this game. This is seriously the reason I don't enjoy playing this game. What do you want me to do? There's nothing I can do. Throw a boulder? I don't even have a boulder. And when I tried to intimidate, it just... There's nothing I can do. Nothing. I can do. It's getting annoying. It's getting so annoying. I'm so done with this game. There's no chance for me to jump to higher ground because he's too close. So it's just bam, bam, bam. I can barely move. This was the first time I was able to, like, move. This was the first time I was able to move. Yeah, okay, so both of them are now dead. And I'm done for today. For, like, this game. I'm so beyond done. Because that was annoying. Honestly. That's the main issue I have with this game. I'm sorry, but, like, the fact that every time you go out and explore, and you're like 5 seconds away from your camp, like 4 steps, 5 seconds away from your camp, saber-toothed tiger, saber-toothed tiger, saber-toothed tiger. Doesn't matter if you go right or left from your camp. I went 3 different routes. Every single time, it immediately finds me a saber-toothed tiger. Why? Why don't you give me at least 10 minutes to explore without being attacked? This game is just, oh, it gets to me. Sorry. I understand it's part of the game, but holy shit. Really wasn't necessary. There has to be a way to defeat... I know, there has to be a way to defeat the tiger. The only issue is that I've never been able to, like, get away from camp to find stuff to evolve, figure out new things. Because every single time I seriously venture away from camp, 5 steps, tiger. And even if I go into, like, the trees, there's a bird that will grab me from the trees. I've already condemned, like, multiple tribes this way. Alright. So, I thought, let's have a fun hour of Ancestors Humankind Odyssey. Why do I like to torture myself? That's the main question I have. Why? Why do I do this? Why am I like this? But yeah, no, seriously, that's like my main issue with that game. It's like, why? Why do you need to hate me this much? Why is it not seeing my Brave browser? Oh, because it was minimized. Yes. Okay, so can you now see my Brave browser? Even though it was minimized. Automatic. Brave. Thank you. Wow, that took long. Okay, so I did have fun in the overall stream. It's just that yeah, Ancestors Humankind Odyssey, really, it's not really my game, unfortunately. Like, I would have enjoyed it being my game, but it's not really. The game kind of hates me. Like, I don't even hate the game, it's just that that game really hates me. So it's not fun to play. I mean, I've got Far Cry Primal, but it has an update. I've got other games, God of War, but not really feeling that at the moment. So, yeah, no. Oh, my Clair Obscur Expedition 33 has an update. So, definitely need to update that one. Because I do want to continue that, but I haven't streamed that one. I've only played it for myself. But yeah, Ancestors Humankind Odyssey, it's a really difficult game. And I'm not sure if that's a game for me. And I'm also getting a little bit tired, so like I'm not as perceptive as I would be if I'm feeling amazing. So yeah, I did have fun. It was fun to look at like the 6 years of videos on the channel, even like with my live streams. My very first live stream was on my 30th birthday, which was November 2021. So that's crazy, right? Like, I went to London, did a live stream there, went to Sweden with my sister when she still lived there, and we did a long live stream of like more than 2 hours with my sister and my brother-in-law. And you could ask them, as they are paleontologists, like with actually master's degrees and stuff, you know, actual academics. You could ask them all questions. Went to the British Museum, had a live stream. Here you can see what I meant with that canvas behind me in my grandpa's house, with just a massive wardrobe behind it and all stuff. And yeah, this is what it looked like for me filming there. Like, this is the background. This was the room. Like, there was a bed right next to it, and I sat behind my desk, and behind me was my film area. So yeah. I played Far Cry Primal in the past. So yeah, I mean, I will probably play Far Cry Primal again in the future. I just, for today, I felt like, oh, let's do Ancestors again, because last time it went quite okay. I learned my lesson, because yeah, last time may have gone quite okay, but the game is still so difficult. Ugh. And as you can see, I'm really getting tired. My fatigue from like my medication, it's still there, and I'm in pain, so I get tired way faster. This was me live streaming in my living room at my apartment. In a way, I miss my apartment because I enjoyed having it. But yeah, I've been living with my boyfriend for a while already, so. And we have a good thing going on, so don't necessarily see that changing anytime soon. But I really, really enjoyed that apartment. In a way, kind of miss it. Because it was a fun place. But yeah, this was it. This was 6 years of history with Kaylee on YouTube. Thank you all for joining me. I still have quite a bit of cake left, as you can see. Like, I ate a little bit. I'm not a big eater on stream, but I did finish, of course, the rum coke. Completely drained. So, at least I did do a good cheers. Yeah. Thank you for watching me. If you haven't seen today's video, because I actually premiered a video today, like earlier today, right before this stream started. And if you haven't watched that, then what the hell are you doing? Go watch today's video here. There you go. Pin. Because come on, go watch today's video, please. I worked really hard on that, and I edited all day. So please, go watch it. As you can see, it's here. It's the dark origins of the Cro-Magnon race myth. And I highly recommend watching it. Thank you so much for the super chat. It's very kind of you. And yeah, if you enjoyed watching, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. But if you typed in the chat, you were already subscribed, because I put it on, you have to be subscribed for a minute to be able to type in chat. Mostly just to deter trolls and that kind of stuff, because the moderators can't always be here for the entire stream. Wouldn't be fair to them. But also, yeah, watch today's video. Share it if you can. Thank you for joining. Thank you for being here. Thank you all for supporting me and my work. Really means a lot to me. And I do weekly streams on Thursday, But if everything goes according to plan, I will do an extra live stream tomorrow at the standard time of 8 p.m. Amsterdam time, which is 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Or is it 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time? Because you already had like daylight savings changing, and we haven't had daylight saving changing. We'll figure all of that out tomorrow. But yeah, I should have an extra live stream tomorrow with Dakota and Pete from History Time to tell you all about the Turkey tour. So, if everything goes according to plan, you will see me in a live stream again tomorrow, joined with Dakota and Pete. If not, yes, that's 7 p.m. Brit time. Yes, because I'm an hour ahead of Brit time. It's almost 11 here, and I think it's almost 10 in the UK. But yeah, tomorrow, live stream, if everything goes according to plan. And after that, I will be working on the Doggerland documentary. I'm still working on it. I had hoped to finish this week, but yeah. I got ADD. What do you expect from me? Like, I hope to have things finished, and usually it doesn't really work that way, even though I had already announced it, and that makes me feel weird, and I hope that people don't hate me. But yeah, okay. With that said, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye.